Hello my friends, how you feeling today? Welcome back to my channel. Today we continue to learn English communication sentence at the airport.
I would like to know what time my flight leaves. I would like to know what time my flight leaves. My flight number is. Do you know why my flight is delayed? Do you know why my flight is delayed? Until when is my flight delayed? Until when is my flight delayed? What time does the flight from London arrive? Or what time does the flight from London arrive?
This is the reading result on the Elsa. This is reading result on the Google Translate. What time my flight leaves? My flight number EMU 5936. Do you know why my flight delayed? Until when is my flight delayed? What time does the flight from London arrival? Listening practice.
This is my to-do list. I've checked off a few things.
Won't be able to leave until my regular flight leaves because there's no earlier flights. The good news.
My flight leaves this afternoon to go back home.
Get off the plane earlier because, you know, our flight leaves in 20 minutes. It leaves in 20 minutes. But
I think I forgot. Oh, by the way, my flight leaves in 3 hours.
Getting a tattoo does hurt.
Flight leaves at 7. The flight
And hang around there until the flight leaves.
I travel and the flight leaves early, the flight leaves late, or the work all day, or the dinner with the clients.
Flight leaves in 2.5 hours, so we still got some time.
wanting sex.
And your flight leaves at 9 in the morning.
You're just
Stuck in a traffic jam and our flight leaves in an hour. Do you think we'll make it?
Wet station closing, when the last flight leaves, is one of the...
We have about 2.5 or 2 hours and 45 minutes until our flight leaves.
They're deporting Benny. His flight leaves tonight.
I have somebody that's being deported in a couple hours. His life is in danger.
Or, depending on what the flight number is, what the plane is. And so,
at number 4 is a hot air balloon flight over Toledo. For a unique experience, get
What is the minimum number of moving parts needed for controlled flight? Now there are...
Number 7 is JetBlue flight attendant quits in stop. Number 5 is Malaysia Airlines flight 370.
Getting the free flight. In at number 3, this one is by
Number 7 is Suriname Airways flight 764. Number 7 is Flight 19.
from New York University. Mogul flight number 4 launched on June the 4th.
It has all of your information, your flight number, your seat, all of this stuff is
irrelevant. The average occupancy of a flight that you're likely to be on is the number you want. So most people
engine going through a number of rigorous tests to make sure that every component is ready for flight.
Number 8 is Flight 19.
Right, is small number of changes, iterate very quickly, deploy, test, and flight, all these things, right? So the problem is tests can't keep up, but the reality is these apps don't change that much, right? Google.com.
It does give you an airplane, towers, a skull, and a Star of David, but Q33 is not the flight number of either of the planes and actually has nothing to do with 9/11.
Number 9 is the flight attendant.
Flight delayed again? Even more?
3 hours and 40 minutes from now. Is the flight delayed?
No, there's no delay on the flight.
What sort of airplane is it?
737.
Wherever they're coming from, flight on time, flight delayed, whatever the case may be, trying to get folks as...
You have a flight delayed even by a couple of hours or so. Well,
not delayed. And these were the predictions made based off of the model.
After a few more minutes, he let me go to catch my much delayed flight. I found a
take it easy. Flight delayed. Stuck on the runway.
At the airport and your flight was delayed and there's nothing you can do about it. You can do it when you get...
One day, my girlfriend was stuck on a slow, horrifically delayed flight. And
just settled down like I was another passenger whose flight got delayed. First things first, I went to the bathroom to change my clothes and give myself a quick baby wipe shower in one of the stalls. I think there's actually real... You might not have many options if your flight is canceled or delayed during your text that your current flight is canceled or delayed for over 4 hours. The service connects to airline. As soon as you find out that your flight is canceled or delayed for over 4 hours, for more
message saying that my flight was delayed and it was moved to 10.
She couldn't have been on the airplane. Maybe her first flight was delayed.
When does church start on Sunday? That's what they're thinking about.
Much.
For the rest of us, what time does it start? 7 to 8. And you have wine and cheese. Have something to eat. Yeah.
I like wine and cheese.
So what time does this thing go? Many of you have asked, what time does the live broadcast start every week?
A man is calling the doctor's office. What time does he need to be at the...
Montessori
Montessori it is. What time does your alarm go off at?
Missing, and I said, Laura, what time does the conference start?
I've missed one to legislation, Ian.
And what time does your alarm go on?
Only to arrive there and realize that it's not yours.
Advice, for us, the only means to arrive at a correct understanding of the world is through depending upon.
And the PDF will automatically arrive in your inbox.
email address, you sign up to my mailing list, and the PDF and ebook will arrive directly in your...
The item didn't arrive on time.
Provide you with support before you arrive, so that you can feel
like masterpieces will arrive Saturday.
Among the very first to arrive in Europe in mass quantities. Now, some examples of this were salvaged from a shipwreck of...
So we had a number of key leaders arrive in York.
And this means to arrive and register at a hotel or an airport. It's to arrive too late for transport. Are you...
The only way to survive is to have people do CPR on you until medics arrive, and then those medics will...
It was because my bus didn't arrive. This
SS Panzer divisions arrive from the north to defend.